So we're going to show you all the things that we plan on selling on the auction tomorrow. Join us tomorrow right here on this YouTube channel from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's when we run the auction. We've got some special things in store for you next week as well that Paul will kind of go over and explain. But we want to show you some really, really cool things. We've got Elvis crystal paperweights, but I'm not going to give away all the things. I'm just going to let Paul show you. Now, the big thing about this auction reveal video is you can ask questions because we're live. And then you can also send in reserve bids all the way up until 11, or not 11. 11 is when the auction starts, all the way up until 10 a.m. tomorrow, Central Standard Time. So we stop the reserve bids an hour before our auction. Where are you going to send those reserve bids? You're going to send those reserve bids to hookedonpickin@gmail.com. hookedonpickin@gmail.com. I will put it up in the chat thread to show you exactly where to send those. And you basically say, hey, I want that paperweight for $30. And we will send you a response back that says you were the highest bidder or you have been outbid. You're welcome to resubmit a bid if you've been outbid. And then you have all the way up until that 10 a.m. Friday morning time to be able to submit that reserve bid. So we're really excited to show you the items. So let's go ahead and just start looking at all the stuff.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Heather.
Yep.
Okay, like Heather said, I'll give kind of a wide view here for a few moments, but a couple announcements. This week, yes, tomorrow is the auction starting at 11 Central Standard Time. Next week, we'll have a Monday fire sale, okay, like you normally see us do. And then Tuesday, we're having another auction. It's going to be the knick-knack jewelry auction. So you'll have some jewelry, but you'll also have knickknacks. It's all going to be kind of more small items. So that might help our international viewers there. It'll be lighter and smaller items, so the shipping, Lord willing, won't be so bad. Sometimes when you ship the big items, the box gets bigger, and that adds dimensions and so forth, and the price goes up. So it'll be the knick-knack and jewelry auction on Tuesday at 11 Central Standard Time, like we run the auctions there. And then let's see, then we'll also have a Friday auction. So that ought to be fun. And Wednesday there'll be another fire sale. So we're just adding Tuesday auction next week, because I've got, yes, we'll look at all this stuff, but I have a few items. Everything that you see there, all the way down there, I've got stuff on this shelf and this shelf and that shelf, and over there, there's shelves full. I think I have one empty shelf. That's all I have. So we've got a lot of stuff. Our picker's been going crazy getting stuff, and we didn't have 2 auctions in a row. So I'm going to do my best to be able to move through some items there and have a lot of fun doing that. Also, quick announcement is August the 8th will be our college kind of like charity auction, if you will. I got to come up with a better name for it. But anyway, college charity auction. We have 5 college students that work for us. They work their tails off for us, and they're very just fantastic people. You've got to meet the majority of them. And all of the proceeds from that auction on August 8th is going to go to them. That's kind of like right before they go off to back to school. So I thought that might be a way to be able to help them that way too. So that's August the 8th. August the 8th. Okay, let's go ahead and look at some of the items the pickers found. These are some that Jim found. Look at that. We got an Elvis birdhouse. Yes, you do. Look at that. Blue Hawaii. You've got his driver's license there. Look at that. Looks like an Elvis license plate was made. The roof, the buttons, anything on the back? Nothing on the back there. That is amazing. Amazing there. I know that's going to go well. You got the Elvis alarm clock there. That's right there. Now, some people might say, hey, I want both of them together. You can seek to reserve it that way if you so desire. I'll sell these 2 separate if that's not the case. But it's up to you and how you send in your reserve. Now, these are really neat. These are old reels, and a lot of people are using these for like their TV room, their movie room, just kind of for decoration. So they're legit. They're not repop or anything like that. They were all used movie reels that way. So I've got the big one here. I've got a small black one and 2 of the silver ones there. So I thought those were really neat that Jim found these. Let's see if they had a name on it, but just had patent number on it. But I thought those were neat there. So, I mean, they probably still could be used if you need the reel, but I think a lot of people use them as decor now. And we've got a nice little teapot there. I'm not sure there's anything major. Oh, no, there is something on the bottom there. Let's see what we got. Elgreve, made in England. Or, I think it's Elgreve, if I'm saying that right. Genuine ironstone. That's what that is there. So, nice little teapot there. I think I do have a little bit of crackling here and there. I think it has to do with the glazing when they fire the glaze. So, but beautiful painted flower on that there. Again, if you have questions, just let me know. Let's see, I've got, what is this here? A winter greeting expandable trivet. Oh, that looks neat, doesn't it? Still right there in the box there, and it is Lenox. It is Lenox there on the box. Probably can flip that open. Oh, it's still in styrofoam, so that's actually nice that it's in styrofoam. I'm looking at probably, what do you guys figure, the 90s probably? Probably mid-90s, late 90s is what the box looks. And then he's got a little bit of jewelry for you here. Some neat little pendants there. Necklaces are anywhere between 18 to 24 inches. Park Lane. Looks like a lot of them are Park Lane or Premier Design. Is that Premier Design or Park Lane again? What's that say? Park Lane. So, really pretty little necklaces though. So they come with their original boxes too. He was able to find those for you. And I'll go down to the second shelf of different items. Look at these old pieces here. Isn't that neat? You got an old spittoon. All famous Havana. 5-cent cigars. It definitely looks old. But that's cool. That's cool. I think I've sold like one spittoon before, so there you go. I haven't checked the spittoon market lately. And then we got this old looking like a horn here. I'm guessing it was probably for decorative purposes. Got a weld there. So I don't know if you could still play this or not. But looks neat. I love this hat here. Boom. Become an explorer. Got a cool hat, and it's not like a prop, it's like a genuine hat. It's got the whole attachment there to put on your head and everything. I think this looks pretty neat. So, don't know the size. I don't have a size marking on it, but pretty cool hat. It's an adult hat. It's not a child's hat. I know that. Let me double check something here. Check there. Let's see. I am sad I will miss the auction because I'll be traveling to go camping and dig for diamonds this weekend. That sounds fun. Where do you do that? Is that Arkansas? Because I think there's like a place to dig for diamonds in Arkansas, isn't there? There's like fields and still you can find diamonds or something. Yes? Oh, that sounds fun. I actually looked at that one time. I thought that'd be kind of neat too. A&W root beer. I've got 3 there. Crater of Diamonds. It's a Crater of Diamonds? Is that what it's called? That's cool. I didn't even look at what the place was called. I just noticed that you could do it. I think you can find other things too, right? It's not just diamonds. You can find other precious stones in there or semi-precious stones. So I've got 3 of those. The one in the back is the largest on the A&W root beer there. So neat. And then I've got all these little figurines here. I think this is a bell. Yep, little bell there. I think Japan is what that is there. And I think some of these are Occupied Japan. That one's made in Occupied Japan. Neat. And this little guy I think is a bell. Is he made Occupied Japan or just Japan? Japan. And then we've got these little figurines here. Almost look like these 2 might have been a set and this might have been different, or maybe they were all 3 a set. Not sure, but made in Occupied Japan. Let's see. Is that one too? Yeah, these are all made in Occupied Japan. So there you go. That's all of Jim's items that he found for you there. Now I'm gonna bounce. What should I do? I think I'm gonna go straight over here. Now these are some items that Matt has picked for me. Matt is my uncle's son, and he's doing a real good job learning to pick a little bit there. And he goes out. Salt and pepper shakers. He hit the mother load on salt and pepper shakers, I thought. You got the nice little owl salt and pepper shakers. And then you've got, these I thought were really nice looking. Look at those guys. Little salt and pepper shakers there. And then he found some boxes there. I like the parrot on the box. Looks like something you would maybe find like if you go, well, there you go, Haiti. There you go. I was thinking Costa Rica, but Haiti, that'd work too. Something tropical, you know. And if I'm not mistaken, there's some jewelry in there. Got some nice bracelets, some paparazzi. I don't know, is paparazzi even still a thing? Probably is. It's been a while. Back during, about 5 years ago, Heather and I went to Las Vegas and to the ASD Market Show, and they had a paparazzi show at the same time. So we talked to a lot of the people on the plane that were going to that. Nice little box there with a little bit of jewelry in there. It's nice. Not a whole lot of jewelry, but at least a little bit of jewelry. Let's see. Starbucks cups. Really can't go wrong with them, can you? A lot of people like them. So, and usually they have a year on them somewhere. 2021 on this one here. But, so you got the pumpkin theme. So it might have come with the pumpkin spice or, you know, some promotional they were doing. And this one is, what year is this one here? This year is 2007. 2007. That's going to be a little bit of an older one. I know that's hard to think 2007 is old, but you're what, 18 years? 18 years old, I think, right? Am I thinking right? On that there. And then you've got the pigs here. You got the pigs there, salt and pepper. These look way more vintage here. These guys here, yeah. Made in Japan. Got the old cork in there. So neat little, looks like a hunting scene. You got birds and deer. Or maybe that's an elk, maybe. And then you've got really pretty little fish here. And those are older too, Japan on there. But really pretty. Salt and peppers there. Let's see here. Got some of the Avon perfumes. You've got the shoe there. It's the pen cushion Sonnet cologne. All of these come with the original box. You have the Crystal Song Sonnet cologne, and you've got the Golden Angel Sweet Honey cologne, and then this one is perfume talc. Trailing Arbus is what it's called. Trailing Arbus. There you go. So they all have their cologne or their talc in them. So we try to wrap those a little differently, so just in case there's a spill. But you've got those items there. And then this is some of the things that his young daughter picked there, and did a real good. I think she just turned 16, or just a little bit over, just a little over 16. This is beautiful. I thought this was a really nice piece, the blue. And right away when I saw it, when they brought it in, I was like, that looks like Delft. Right away, you can tell. And when you flip it on the back, look at that. Hand-painted Delft. That's beautiful. A little crackling on the glaze, but that's not too bad on the very bottom there. That looks really, really sharp there. Definitely a planter. It's got that hole in there. I guess you could use it also to hang, you know, but I'm pretty sure it was designed to be a planter. Really pretty. Good size shoe, too. Good size shoe. I think that's going to go well. People like that there. And then a couple of the little shoes here. Look at that one there. And made in occupied Japan. That's a nice little find there. Older shoe there. Almost like a little baby shoe. And got a nice little pink shoe there with little white flowers and blue flowers. Made in Japan. More of a vintage shoe there also. So nice. And our brooches. She's got a really good eye for brooches. Look at the bling on these guys here. So some nice rhinestones in that one there. Really pops, all three of those. So, and lately brooches have been going very well, so I think that's going to go great for her. And then we've got, let's see, this Amy. Amy found a few things here. She found a Precious Moments piece there. It is the, on a scale from 1 to 10, you are the dearest. And a little girl standing on a scale. There you go. Neat, with the box. That's always nice to have with the box, that Precious Moments piece there. I've never sold these before. It's a collection doll, fine porcelain. Kind of looking there. It looks like she's maybe praying there, I guess. That's probably what's going on there with the cross there. But it's brand new, sealed in the box. And here is the other design there. Crown. I'm assuming that's crown on that there. So got one of those. This is neat too. Another Precious Moments piece. This actually lights up. And bless her heart, what she did is she went and it didn't work. And she didn't want to sell it if it didn't work, which I don't disagree with her. She went out and she bought a cord and another light system so she could get it to work. And that's the kind of person Amy is. She's really good about that stuff. And so anyway, so she went, she got that. So it lights up, it works. She's got a light bulb in there that you're supposed to have, and a brand new cord now. There you go. To thee with love is what that one says. Let me do a double check here. And let's see. Looks like I've been missing comments here. Let's see. Hello, Tracy. Cool cups, great. Let's see. Love the salt and pepper shakers, great. Thank you, Janice. Can you show the elephant pen, please? Yep, absolutely. The back of the pen there. There's the back of the pen. Something. Oh, Monet. That's Monet there. See that there? Pretty clear on the camera there. So it's nice. It's a designer pen. And Laureate's waving. Very good. My screen keeps going down, so I don't get to check all the comments. Hi, Sue. Let's see here. I've got the little candy box. It does say it's a little crystal candy box on that there. Just looks like that. Still sealed in the box. Not huge, you know, but nice little piece. And some more of the vintage glasses there. So I think that's where somebody had some tape on there. It's not broken. But you got those 4 little ones there and those 3 that are back there. I'm guessing somebody's going to want them all together as a set, so we'll see what we can do on that there for you. But you've got that. Thumbs up for the Hooked on Pickin team. They find awesome finds. They are having a great time out there, too. They're doing a good job. Midwest Mama's Adventures waves. Hey, Midwest Mama's Adventures. It's good to see you a couple weeks ago. So it's been busy since we saw you, but Midwest Mama stopped at the church and had church with us. So that was great. It was so kind of her to come. And then these look neat, don't they? You know, they're stocking holders, right? That's what I always think of them as. But you've got the little gingerbread people there. And then I've got 2 back here, a little harder to see. But they're the snowflakes. They'll look like that. They don't like to sit up well because they're the shelf sitters. But there's that. So that's some of Amy's stuff. And then I've got some beautiful things that Mom's got for you there. Look at these necklaces. She did put a $20 reserve on each of these necklaces, but just beautiful necklaces on that there. And again, if I'm going too fast, you want me to show you an item, just let me know. I'll have to keep refreshing here to try to keep looking at that. And then she's got some of these containers here. I think she's got $15 reserve on this container here. Looks like it's just filled with a ton of bracelets is what she's done with that one there. And these are all wearable. They're not broken bracelets. So I know somebody's going to go nuts on that there. This is just a trinket container. It's filled with little random trinkets. So I'll open that on camera a little bit to see. So it's kind of the fun of what do you get. And then $20 reserve on these 3 jewelry boxes, or just like containers filled with jewelry. You see these are bagged. What Mom does is she doesn't want them to get tangled, so she bags them. So, and these are all, I think, beach related. Kind of like, Mom's like, well, they're going to be going on vacation, so Yeah, real pearls on the 2 necklaces. Yes, I'll go back to that one too in a moment. But yeah, it looks like all would be great for vacation jewelry. It's all beach related or that kind of idea. And I think a lot of the beach jewelry, that's usually themed to vacation. It feels like that to me. Yeah, real pearls on here. That's why we're starting them at least $20. You got these real pearls here, and they are saltwater pearls. Not freshwater, but saltwater pearls. So, and beautiful. And these are all stones. This is heavy. Heavy right here. Heavy piece. So really, really nice necklaces. And they're longer also. I think they're 24-inch, or right around 24 inches or so. And then she's got this jewelry box here. Mothers are very special people. I believe that too, Mom. And then she's got a bunch of jewelry in that one there. Nice wooden box. Put that back there so I don't forget. How do you tell if they're real pearls? Well, Mom's got a couple different ways to check. But to be honest with you, nobody's witches. This might sound weird to do, but a lot of people use their own teeth to be able to check. If you take a pearl necklace and you rub it against your teeth, if it's plastic, it'll just be smooth. And if it's a real pearl, your hand can't pick it up, but your teeth, believe it or not, will feel the bump. All pearls have little bumps and indentations to them that are hard to be able to see. And so that's one way to be able to check. It's probably the truest way to check. So, and you also feel like a pirate. You know how pirates would bite down on the coin to see if it was real. We got some bracelets. You got some beach themed bracelets there. Pretty neat. She's got some beautiful brooches there. All the pickers are trying to find brooches right now. So, and they come up with some pretty neat ones. And these are some nice bracelets still in their box. This is definitely vintage there. It's a set there. And those are really nice also. With their box. This one here, Mom's got a $25 reserve on this this box. It is broken jewelry, so this is really great for your crafters out there. But look at some of the stones and different things that are in here. I thought this was nice. Here's a really nice pendant. Mom called it broken, I think, because this is tarnished, right? But that's a pretty cool looking locket there. And I love these stones in here. Now, I know that every piece in here, see how the clasp has probably been broken off. But the stones are real, and they are really nice in there. And so a lot more vintage jewelry in here. See, look at that. That's an older piece there. Somebody's going to love turning that into pendants and other craft projects, I'm sure. So, got a $25 reserve on it, and you get the 10 too, and the 10's neat too. So, we've got that there for Mom. Give me 1 second. Man, my nose has started running like crazy for a second. So, now we go into some of the dad finds. Look at all that. Isn't that beautiful? I believe it's Carnival Glass Peacock is usually what it's called, I believe, now. And you've got, looks like Lassie there. You've got the bell. Beautiful. Kind of a candy bowl back there. You got the swan bowl. Another swan. You've got a fish and a little teddy bear there. Another little teddy bear wearing a hat. What is it? These are the kind of a couple here. Settler couple or pioneer couple. Probably a toothpick holder, maybe. Maybe for eggs there too. What is this? Strawberry. Another little double-handled little container. Maybe a small little vase, and then an owl. Just beautiful pieces there. That's really neat. Dad's got a phenomenal eye. He finds great stuff out there. And then he's got the shoes with their boxes there. Do you ever get Beanie Babies? Thank you. You collect them. Yes, on occasion we do. And I have sold them on the auctions before. It just depends on, you know, what they find out there. Yeah. I think those are the most valuable Carnival Glass. It's either that or purple. Yeah, I think you're probably right. They are really pretty. And then you got the shoes. Here was the just the right shoe. And so they're all these different, like, just little figurine shoes is what they are. So I think they're all that brand. This one might not be back there, but they all come with the boxes there. So I thought that was neat. And then probably sell this as a set unless somebody says, I just want one or something like that. But these, I believe, are hand painted. And it's that Temptations brand. I believe that's what it's called. See, I gotta flip this around again so I can see it right side up there. Hand painted, handcrafted. There you go. And all of them have that sticker. I don't think they've ever been used or anything like that. They look really nice there. What were these, little pie dishes, you think? I'm not quite sure what they're used for, but they look nice. Really pretty. And then let me move down over here. Some other neat things. I can grab my chair so I can slide better. Hi there, Paul and Heather. Well, hi. Hi, Francesca. Really pretty piece there. Look at that little piece back there. Nice little vase there. Somebody spent a lot of time on that guy. That's pretty cool. Let me see if I've got a design there. No maker mark on the bottom. There might have been a sticker there. You see that? But not there anymore. So put that back there. Got a whole set there of depression glass. I think maybe depression glass. So you got sugar and creamer. I think these are two just little saucer cups. And then you got the tray. And you got the tray there. So pretty little set there. Here's a nice little gravy boat, probably. Creamer, maybe. What does this say? Sterling China Company from, was it Liverpool? East Liverpool. So, nice little piece. Original domino box. How many remember these? So, nice. Definitely vintage. So, does it have a year on it? It's made in Chicago, Illinois, so it's got to be probably 60s at least. So, neat. Let's see. How many Beanie Babies do you have? Oh, somebody's asking about there. It's a, No Appendix Club says, question I haven't counted in a while, between 20 and 30. Only 20 and 30? I know a lot of Beanie Baby people have like hundreds and hundreds, so she might be 20 to 30,000. Look at that. That's a nice little piece there. Looks like you would put sauces, maybe barbecue sauce in one, honey in another or something. Kind of a neat little set there. And I got a nice little wooden box here. It's got some jewelry there for you. Actually, I think this might be Mom's then. Yeah, this is probably Mom's here. It got on this shelf here. So there you go. I didn't even see this one. Debbie was helping me set things out. So yeah, nice. That's cool. Got some neat jewelry in there. Usually Mom tries to put it in a bag if she's afraid that it's going to get tangled. And then moving down here, beautiful paperweights. Look at the paperweights. I'm a sucker for a paperweight. That's one thing I will probably eventually start collecting, I think, is paperweights. I think they look neat. That's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look at these paperweights. They do look nice. No damage on them. They look great. I don't know if I've got any major designers or anything on it there. But they look great. Look great. And then I've got this little piece here. Let's see if there's anything on the bottom of this guy here. That is Chefsware 186. I don't know if that means anything, but there you go. Looks like probably a creamer there. And then this, I believe to be knives. Yeah, that's a carving set. Englishtown Country Ltd. Sheffield, England. Sheffield, England. You got that carving knife set. And I think it's got the ability to have knives down there. I don't think they're there, but you could put some other knives down there if you needed them. Donna Kay says, I love them. Wonderful. Okay, a few more items that Dad found for you. he found pandas. One of these pandas makes noise too, I think. There we go. There you go. He's singing away. Oh no. He won't stop singing. Oh, no, there he is. He is Little People. Very good. And then I've got that panda. I don't know if he's a particular cartoon panda or what he is, but that's plush. You got the Celtic peacock new bone china mug. Ireland, look at that. That's pretty cool. New bone china dishwasher microwave safe. Brand new with tag. People still having fun talking about Beanie Babies. I got all my Beanie Babies from an auction. Bought 4 boxes full of them. And they also have some Boyd Bears and a few other things. Absolutely. That's great. A lot of times at auctions, those things get pushed together. Do you have any figurines of poodles? Oh, we have had before. I'm trying to think. Probably not on tomorrow's sale. But come to the Trinket. Remember, next week we're having 2 auctions. One on Tuesday at 11 Central Standard Time, and one on Friday at Central Standard Time. Tuesday's auction is all going to be smalls. It's going to be jewelry and knickknacks. The jewelry knickknack sale. So everything is going to be small. And when I think small, I think like one of those paperweights that's not very big, but like I won't do that box there. That's larger. Does that make sense? So anyway. Tuesday's auction at 11. Tuesday's auction at 11. Yep. So can't really have it at night because I lose all my workers. But nice Longaberger basket Dad's got for you. He always finds great Longaberger baskets there. Beautiful. Kind of like shaped sort of a pumpkin theme there, I think. Fall theme. Got some neat masks there. Look kind of like Mardi Gras. A couple of those to me. Maybe they mean something else. But also neat little masks there. Looks like for the drama department. Isn't that right? Actors? Isn't that something like that? Isn't that's the symbol for acting or something? Tracy says I have a collection of Coca-Cola and Beanie Babies. We have some Coca-Cola coming up in just a moment. You might like that. You'll have to let me know, Tracy, what you think of it. Okay, a few more items that Dad's got here for you. I've got the Dale Earnhardt number 3 car. Apparently that's kind of like half model, half die cast. So kind of a neat little piece there. Got another really neat one back here. And check the fun finds also. We were putting some of the different cars that were a little bit more expensive. A little harder to find on the Hookedonpickin.com website under rare finds. All of the auction finds will always be on rare finds of the items that they are a set price. They're not an auction price, but different things that they bring back that are a little bit more of an I don't know, niche market, that kind of thing. Nice car there. Here's some Harley Davidson. This packaging is a little got some wear on it, but the 10, when you pull this off, is beautiful in great condition that way. And brand new cards. The playing cards are brand new. So, nice. It's from 1998. 1998. And then this is just a ton of Longabergers. Look at all the Longaberger baskets. Aren't those nice? You got Longaberger pottery right there. And then you've got the 3 blue. They're at least in the theme there for you, blue. This one is the 1998 Hostess Appreciation Basket. So that's nice to have that on there. So just neat little Longaberger baskets, all signed Longaberger. And then I've got these for also to be Longabergers, all signed Longaberger with the dates there. You got some more of Americana theme there with the leather handles. I think that's the largest one in the back that I'm showing you now. And so a lot of nice little Longabergers. Let me double check here. There we go. Good. And good. Just ask me any question. If you have something, you want to see something, just let me know. Looking over here, these are things that Ashley found. So we got lots of pictures now. which is awesome. They're finding all kinds of cool stuff for you. All of these, I believe to be, is it Lenox? I want to double check. Yeah. The Constitution picture, limited edition, Lenox. Fine ivory China, made in the USA, 1992. So it's that set. All of those are a Lenox set there, and really neat. You got the candlesticks, the pitcher, and the vase there. So really pretty little sets there. Americana one is a purse. Yeah, okay, I'll go with that. Very good. And nobody said nice. I haven't counted mine. And neat little wooden figurine here. Very good. Let's see, does it have a marking on the bottom of this one? No. Sometimes they'll say where they're from, but this one doesn't. But that's got to be hand carved. I can almost guarantee it was. Put that down here. There you go. And then you've got an old Coca-Cola advertisement that's been framed there. The year on this is what? Let me see what the year is here on it. I'll have to lift it up here. Let's see. The year is what? There it is. 1955. 1955. That was a few years ago. So, pretty neat little advertising piece there. And you got some more, I think this is probably more Lenox dishes. Yep, more Lenox dishes there. Made in the USA. Got a nice bowl and a nice little platter there. Let's see if I can set that down without breaking it. That would be good. All right, let's see here. Another really nice paperweight that she found. Look at that. Great. Salt, a little salt and pepper there. I don't know if these were a set, but there you go. I'm going to sell them as a set. Oh, it's kind of clever, doesn't it? She's got some neat little paintings there. Quail and Guinea, and it's L. McVeigh. L. McVeigh, I believe, is the name. Let's see if I can get this a little closer here. There's the artist that did it there. That's her name. Or his name, not sure. And those are actual, I think those are real feathers. And the feathers are quail feathers. Okay? So kind of a neat way to do that, isn't it? And then that is guinea. The other one is guinea feathers. Let me show you that one close there. Cool. Beautiful cross there. And I thought resin right away. No, it's a piece of wood. That's on wood. And those are actually glass pieces in the wood. So somebody spent some time making this. That was really a neat cross. Just a real neat cross there. Put that back there in a second. A little bit of jewelry there. Those are all real stone. Real pretty little jewelry set there. Got a nice little jewelry there. Don't believe that to be real turquoise, but it's got a really nice color to it with the beads and the cross there. And then we've got some baseball cards, a little older, that are still sealed. You got the Topps 1988 and the Donruss, probably that same year. And then I've got 1991 football cards there. I think there's 2 packs there. Probably sell them together there. So just kind of fun. Let's see here. And then we've got, this looks like alabaster. I don't know if it is alabaster. There's the sticker there for you. But pretty. Very pretty stone vase there. Very nice. Got that there. And again, if you want to send in any reserve bid on any item, just go ahead and send it to hookedonpickin@gmail.com. And Heather will probably put that up in the, there it is, right there. Send a reserve bid to hookedonpickin@gmail.com by 10 a.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow. So that gives me time to write all that down and get it going for you. Got a nice, beautiful jar filled with buttons there. Looks like it's a little bit of an older jar there. And then you got the Rooster canister set there. You've got that one. And you got that one there. I'll probably sell them separate unless somebody wants them together in a reserve bid there. So pretty neat there. You got that. Okay, moving on. And now for my Coca-Cola everything here. A lot of Coca-Cola. I've got 2 of the Coca-Cola table runners there. Hard to display on camera when you do that, but they've got the ice cold Coca-Cola sold here theme there. You got the Coca-Cola Town Square. Kind of remind you of a little nice little Christmas village scene there. That's what it will look like there, all sealed up in the box there for you. Let's see here. I've got the Coca-Cola canister here. We sold one of those before, and now we've got another one. And then I've got Drink Coca-Cola. This is a cookie jar, jukebox cookie jar, which is pretty cool. There we go. I've got some coasters there. They're all a little bit different. Little metal coasters. Let's see. Probably sell that as a set, of course. And then another Coca-Cola cookie jar. That's a cool one. Another Coca-Cola cookie jar. This is the lid here. Nice and clean inside. This is a Coca-Cola chalkboard, where you would write, like, you can still make out like coffee. I think somebody was writing coffee, how much that was going to be. A little bit more vintage there, piece there with the chalkboard. And then some Coca-Cola trays here. You got the polar bears on there. Looks like a set of 3. That's what I've got there. Coca-Cola metal sign. Nice. Another Coca-Cola Funhouse Arcade. Coca-Cola Funhouse Arcade. Let's see. This is a piece of the town square. The town square piece. Good. When is the auction? The auction is tomorrow at 11 Central Standard Time, right here on this YouTube channel. That's when it is, JD Travel. Love to have you. Cool Coca-Cola cookie jars. Great. Got one more Coca-Cola cookie jar there. Big king size, ice cold. There. And let's see, then I've got, I think this is a bank. It's still sealed in this plastic there. Got a bank there. So the plastic's got a little bit of wear here and there on it, but the polar bear is fine. So I don't know if it's, I'm leaving it in the plastic. It would look better outside the plastic, but I'm leaving it on the plastic just in case that means something for Coca-Cola collectors. They want it in the plastic or something like that. And then I've got down here, I've got, check this, you've got some, these probably were like drinking horns or something of that nature. You drink your coffee in the morning like a Viking. That's what you need. So, and it's got the little holder. So, apparently they make these out of cow horns now. So, of course they might have made them out of cow horns then too. Who knows? But it got a set, you get a set of 4. Probably a certain way these all sit in there. 4 horns there. Espresso, yeah. And then I thought this was kind of neat. Check this out. It's just a knight's helmet. I have a Crusader helmet there on a nice little wooden stand there. I do have the box with it, but I thought that was kind of neat. So it's not huge, so it'd be nice. You could set it on a shelf or something like that. I got a cat here. Cast iron cat. Right there. Cast iron cat piece there. Probably would have been a doorstop, what it would have gone for. Let's see. Now this is Legends of the West. Let's see if I can open that. There we go. It's got its paperwork insert there. And it looks like a gun, but it's a knife, believe it or not. This is a little knife bullet, and this is a little this is a knife. I can't sell you a gun, but it's Wyatt Earp. Wyatt Earp. So if you don't know who Wyatt Earp is, watch the movie Tombstone. I'll give you a halfway decent understanding of him a little bit, and it'll be fun. So there you go. Neat. We saw a man selling these at AST one year. I never did get connected with him any further, but maybe this year we'll find him. That'll be the first week of August for that We will have just come back from ASD to do the college auction, college charity auction. Nice crystal pieces. These are, I'm forgetting the name now. Come on, Paul. Waterford. Waterford is the name. That's what they are. Nice little piece there. Crystal mug there. I got a really pretty, that's just a beautiful crystal vase. And also might be Waterford. I know I had a few Waterford. Beautiful Waterford crystal vase there. And I believe this is Waterford too. Neat little piece. And then I've got this right here. I think it's a music player. I think you could kind of hear the music there a little bit. It winds up and plays. One Horse Open Sleigh musical. It's got the box. I believe it's by Lenox again also. Sometimes hear it, can't you? If I don't drop it, that'd be good. And then I've got some paperweights here. Just some nice little paperweights. Is this Queen Elizabeth? No, not Queen Elizabeth. Queen Victoria, right? What queen? I know this queen. I just can't remember her name now. Somebody knows. Is this an ornament? Yes, I think it's designed to be an ornament, but it's a pretty heavy-duty ornament, I think, because it's got some weight to it. See, it's meant to be an ornament, but you'll have to hang it on a decent branch on your tree. But or it'd be neat to hang in other places too. Let's see here. No Eastern. Let's see. Yeah, I think you might be off on your Eastern time deal there, but the auction will be a 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. Queen Elizabeth. Okay, Queen Elizabeth. Okay, cool. Somebody's got pressed flowers in there. It's been a while on that one there. Did a little bit of cross stitch in this one here. So neat. Neat little paperweights there. Okay, I've got a little bit more here. Queen Elizabeth I. Great, thank you. Large basket. Look at that. Does say Wendell on the top, engraved on the top. I don't know if that's brand or maybe that was the family, but we do have a $40 reserve on it. $40 reserve, but you get the basket and everything in it. It's filled with a whole bunch of cake molds and a little bit of Tupperware in there. So there you go. I think somebody's going to lose their mind on the cake molds alone. But I'm going to sell all one money right there. How do you see Margaret's question? Margaret's question. Mark, how do y'all, would it be possible to have a scheduled time in the auction for reserve bids? It would be so helpful for when one can't be here for the whole auction. Yeah, I do all the reserve bids at, let's see, what is the time? Is it 1 o'clock? Let's see, we start at 11, 12. Yeah, 1 o'clock is when I start doing all the reserve bids. Yep. That's been pretty standard. About 2 hours into the auction, I start going through all the reserve bids at 1 o'clock. Let's see here. And then we've got the Thomas Kincaid lighthouses here. I have a $10 reserve on each. I feel pretty confident I will be able to get that, but they just needed to make sure they had at least $10 in them. Have their original boxes, so pretty neat there. Nice. You have the light of peace is that orange, kind of that pinkish red is the Victorian light. And then the rock of salvation is the green, and the blue is the split rock light. So pretty neat. And I just liked that piece there. I thought that was kind of a clever piece. It's all wood. Kind of a neat. Somebody spent some time thinking through that one, I thought. That's neat there. Jumping down here a little bit. You have a $30 reserve on this. I believe it to be a violin. And let's see if I can open it here. Gotta flip that there. We'll slide this out a little bit. Older handle here. And the case is like wood. I believe it to be a wooden case. And there's the violin. Debbie brought this in too. Looks like it's 3-string. 3-string. I think I need a 4th string there, and there it is there. So I'll probably need to get a 4th string there. Or whoever buys it needs to only have 3 strings on it there. But beautiful, beautiful wood there. Nice. I don't see anywhere there's a brand name or anything like that, but beautiful violin there. And the case is wood. If that helps anybody determine anything, there you go. So, oh, it does have the bow. The bow is in there. So, all right, let's see. So got that. I got to have at least $30 to start, and then we'll go from there on that violin. So, and then we've got some brooches that I think it was Debbie found there for you. Beautiful brooches. Nice. There's a Mickey pen brooch. Those sometimes are very collectible. Because some of those brooches you can only get, Mickey stuff, you can only get when you're at Disney, and they do a good job of changing it up every year. And pretty neat. That cameo, it's nice too. I like that. A couple of salt and pepper shakers. You got little dogs here, salt and pepper shaker. And little dogs here, salt and pepper shakers. Japan there. And is this Japan? Japan there. Can I see the back of the Mickey pin? Absolutely, you can. That is the back of the Mickey pen. 1994 is the year. And a little cat sitting on a little dish there. Beautiful little green glass there. That's pretty. And let's see, I've got, is this a jewelry box? Yeah. A bunch of jewelry in this box here for you. Looks primarily bracelets, but I think there's a few other things in there. Could you see the back of the cameo, please? Absolutely. Let's see this one. On the back of that one there. That's what that looks like. I don't see any maker mark on it. I've yet to have an invoice from Monday's. Hey, Heather. Yes. Rick Hogue says he still doesn't have an invoice from Monday's fire sale. Okay, Heather's going to look right now. Good. All right, then we've got the Poppin' Pillsbury still sealed there for you. Look at that guy. Poppin' fresh. And we've got a couple of, what would these be? This is probably a planter vase here for you. 1993. And it looks like a little teapot, chicken teapot. That's kind of cool. And I've got two more things right here. Both of these right here have a $100 reserve there. These are both Lego sets, and they're very large Lego sets. This is the Office Lego. The Office, if you know the TV show The Office. And apparently you get all this. It's like a huge Lego set. 1,164 pieces in the Lego set there. So I think that is like where they worked, or the TV set, if you will. Where they worked there is the office there. And then I've got this set here is the 3-in-1 creator set. It's quite large set too, 566 pieces on this one too. So, and then these are the different things that you can make out of it. So they're pretty pricey when you look them up on Amazon. So we've got a reserve of $100 on each of these Legos. Legos are just out of this world sometimes on that there. Okay, Kurt says, did you check inside the violin for a maker's mark? Check inside the violin? I don't think I saw anything, but I will check with a maybe I can get a flashlight and check. It's pretty dark in that, so I will check to see if I can, Kurt. And then the Horn of Lent, or the Horn of Plenty, yep. Are the boxes sealed? Yes, these boxes are sealed. They've never been opened. They've never been opened, Tara, for the Legos. Yep. I don't like to sell unsealed Legos unless we just like put them in a Ziploc baggie, and then we just kind of usually put like a $20 reserve on that. But these, I've got a $100 reserve on either one of these. You got the creator set there, and then you've got the Office. So I know this show is starting to become a little bit older, but I think it's still fairly popular, even for like in streaming services, The Office. So, and let's see, Kurt, I'm going to try to see, maybe I can look You don't have a flashlight next to you, do you, out there, Lexi? I could turn the flash on the phone, just don't know how to do that in the camera mode. Let's see. Maybe I can see something. Can we see anything on the inside? If I take it out here. Kurt said maybe there's a name on the inside.
Here.
There you go. Can you see that way? Can you see anything inside there?
See. I don't see anything.
You don't see anything in there?
I was playing it earlier.
Heather is a violinist, if you didn't know. She does everything perfect. Let's see. So, sorry, Kurt. I didn't see anything, any name necessarily in there, but maybe I'm not looking in the right spot, though, too. Okay, that's what we've got for you. Can I see the picture on the tiny wood jewel box? Was wondering if it is mother-daughter scene. Can I see the picture on the tiny wood jewelry box, please? Was wondering. Okay, I think I know what you're talking about. It's way down here. Let's go for a ride, everybody. Remember, tomorrow is the auction. We're back doing auctions. Probably missed us the last 2 weeks. But now you have plenty of money now, see? You can buy everything. It'd be great. Let's see here. Is it a mother-daughter scene? Looks to me like a mother-daughter scene. Hairstyles are a cut above. Could be hairstylist, or is that mother and daughter doing that? Rick's sending your invoice now. Great. Thank you, Tanya. That's very kind to say that there. And let's see. So we have the auction tomorrow. So go ahead and send in those reserve bids if you have got something that you got your heart set for, and that'd be great. And then join us for the auction tomorrow. And then remember, next week you'll get an auction on Tuesday and on Friday. So they'll both start at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. The only problem I have with the Tuesday auction is you don't get to see the stuff ahead of time, so it'll be a whole mystery of what gets put up there. But I'll let you look real quick. There's stuff on this aisle that will be on there, and maybe some of the random different little things. But the Tuesday's auction is going to be the knick-knack and jewelry auction, the knick-knack and the jewelry auction. And then the Friday will be your standard auction. I'll set that. You'll get to have this like preview video like you're just seeing now on that there. And pray for Heather. She will be going to camp to be the counselor for our senior high girls for church. And that'll be great. And James, you can pray for James. He will be the senior high counselor for the boys that are going there. So, but doing good. And now I'm waiting on Miss Heather. She'll be coming around the corner. Show the Coke stuff, please. Did you not see the Coke stuff? I'll give you one real quick look again, Mary. So, here's all of the Coke stuff that we'll be having on the sale tomorrow. There, a lot of cookie jars. All three of these are cookie jar, cookie jar, cookie jar. You've got some of the trays there and signs. This is not cookie jar. It's like a Christmas Village piece. But that is a cookie jar right there. You miss going to camp? Yep, I get it. So we have men's retreat and ladies retreat, but those are hard to get to sometimes too.
All right.
Can I see the carnival hatchet? Yes, you can. Let me get down here real quick. Here is the carnival hatchet. There you go. Beautiful. Good afternoon, Jessica. Nobody enjoy your diamond hunt. Oh yeah, nobody enjoy your diamond hunt.
All right, thanks so much for joining us on today's auction reel. Remember to send those reserve bids in to hookedonpickin@gmail.com. You also can go to hookedonpickin.com, go to the contact me section, and send your reserve bids in that way. Make sure you watch that email thread because we will be responding. Yes, we got your bid. You're currently the high bidder, or nope, sorry, someone's outbid you. And you can resubmit a bid all the way up until 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, which is an hour prior to the auction starting. So if you don't get a response, make sure you let us know. All right, yes.
You will get another video tonight at 5 p.m. An unboxing video tonight at 5 p.m.
Yeah, a lot of fan favorites in that unboxing, as well as a lot of new stuff in that unboxing. So definitely check it out. So we have we'll have everything by the time that video drops listed on hookedonpickin.com. So definitely check that out. We'll also have unboxings through the weekend, and like Paul said, we're gonna have an extra auction next week. All right, thanks so much. We'll see you tonight for the unboxing, and of course, remember in the end, Jesus wins.